Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all will be fine and concentrating on your studies. Are you? Are you giving attention to your studies today, nowadays? But your progress in the test is not satisfactory. You are just writing down the copy paste or Google search. In every test, you find out few answers from the Google and write it down. पूरी क्लास आपकी वो 2-3 आंसर चूज कर लेती है और उसके बाद वही सब लिखते जाते हैं. वेरी फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स जो है वो अपनी एफर्ट पुट ऑन करते हैं. That was very easy test. GIT and respiration, I told you that these are the basic topics. और अगर किसी को कुछ नहीं आ रहा होता तो these topics जो है कोई भी एग्जामिनर एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करता कि आप लोगों को नहीं आते होंगे. I think you are more concentrating nowadays on chemotherapy, है ना? Okay, today we are going to start anti-protozoal drugs, and all of you know about the different common protozoal infection. What are those? What are those infections? Malaria, good. Okay, malaria. Malaria is the one protozoal infection. Trypanosomiasis, Larep. Trypanosomiasis also a protozoal infection, but it is not very common in our society, in our part of the world. Helminthic infection, but here we are not concerning about. Leishmaniasis, okay, good. And what else? Is there any other common protozoal infection other than malaria? I think you forget and you commit the same mistake जब आपने first lecture हुआ था इसका उस वक्त भी आप लोगों को नहीं पता था कि what is the second common protozoal infection in our part of the world? That is amoebiasis. कौन सा है मलेरिया के बाद? amoebiasis. Okay, so malaria and amoebiasis are the common protozoal infection in our part of the world. Otherwise, other protozoal infections are pneumocystosis, toxoplasmosis, leishmaniasis, trypanosomiasis. Okay, these are the also the protozoal infection, but they are less common in our part of the world. So we will talk about malaria and amoebiasis in antiprotozoal drugs. First, we will discuss the treatment of malaria. What is malaria and how and which organism or which vector is used to convey or transmit this disease? It is very common and all of you must know about the causative organism. Okay, the vector is the female Anopheles mosquito and the organism is Plasmodium. Plasmodium species, we have 4 or 5 types of Plasmodium species that can cause malaria. And malaria is, and this organism is transmitted by female Anopheles mosquito, and this infection is common in tropical and subtropical countries, and it is also very common in our country. And in the last year, 3,45,000 patients are registered as a diagnosed cases of malaria, and every year almost 4 lakh deaths occur because of malaria. So it is the more dangerous infectious disease and causes more death from the malarial infection than the other infections. कोई और infection इतना ज़्यादा deaths cause नहीं करता जितना malaria करता है. So it is very important to learn about this. The learning objective of this topic is you should know the classification of anti-malarial drugs. You should know the mechanism of action of anti-malarial drugs, especially chloroquine. You should know the main adverse effect of anti-malarial drugs and the drugs that are used for chemoprophylaxis and that are effective in chloroquine resistant Plasmodium falciparum malaria. Chloroquine resistance and chloroquine sensitive both. ठीक है, both conditions में जो भी drugs chemoprophylaxis के लिए use होंगे, you should know about it. These are the possible SCQs that can be asked from this chapter or this topic. Number one, you should know the classification of anti-malarial drugs. It can be asked. Then you have to know the mechanism of chloroquine. Chloroquine is a basic drug and it is a prototype drug in malaria. And you must know each and everything about chloroquine. Its mechanism of action, its clinical uses, its adverse effect. Clinical uses, most of you, if we ask about the clinical uses, then you think that this drug is only used in malaria. ठीक है, तो आप सिर्फ मलेरिया का लिख देते हो, but it has some other uses as well. So you have to write it down, all uses. At least it has 4 common uses. Adverse effect, similarly, adverse effect of chloroquine is very important. And then you must know the reason of prescribing primaquine. What is primaquine? And what is the rationale for the use of primaquine in malaria? You must know. These are the key questions and it is very commonly asked. Then you must know the WHO recommended combination for the treatment of falciparum malaria. You will see the table on the in the Kaizen, and I will show you in the slides that shows the WHO recommended combination for the treatment of Plasmodium falciparum malaria. And then in the Kaizen, there is also a table of the drugs for prophylaxis of malaria in travelers. So you should know these are the 4 and 5 drugs. You should know what are those drugs that can be used in travelers to prevent malaria. Keep in mind, okay, for chemoprophylaxis. Then you must know the adverse effect of quinine. You must know the adverse effect of quinine. Quinine is a very important drug that is used in complicated Plasmodium falciparum malaria or chloroquine resistant malaria, quinine. And it has a significant adverse effect, and we can say that list of specific adverse effects. So the adverse effect of quinine can be asked. That's why you should know the adverse effect of this drug. Otherwise, anything can be asked depending upon the examiner. But these are the common questions. These are the common questions that can be asked. Excuse me. Assalamualaikum. जी. आज मैं नहीं आ सकती, इसलिए मेरी अपनी ऑनलाइन क्लास चल रही है. ठीक है, तो जो है ना मेरे लिए मुश्किल इसको करना, मैं मेरा से पता नहीं कर लेती हूँ. Okay, so we are talking about the SCQs, possible SCQs. So these are the possible SCQs. Otherwise, any question can be asked by the examiner. Okay, now we will start malaria. And the cause of the malaria. Malaria is caused by 4 species mainly. Plasmodium species, that is Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, and Plasmodium ovale. These are the 4 common species that can cause malaria. But now, 5th species also included in the cause of malaria, that is Plasmodium nilosi. Previously, this organism causes malaria in monkeys, in the animals. But now it has been seen that this organism also causes malaria in human. And these organisms are transmitted by female Anopheles mosquito. I think all of you know about all these things. So there is nothing to remember. All of you know or all of you remember the species of malaria? Okay. If you have any question, you can ask me. Now we come to the life cycle of malarial parasite. It has 2 phases. Life cycle is necessary to understand the effects of different drugs. So Plasmodium life cycle has 2 phases. Number 1 is sporogony, that is sexual, and this cycle takes place in the mosquito. While second is the schizogony, that is asexual life cycle, and this life cycle occur in humans. So we are mainly concerning about the life cycle that takes place in the humans, because all the drugs that is used to treat malaria act on the different stages of schizogony. Clear? Schizogony, or the life cycle in the human, again divided into 2 stages, that is liver stage or exoerythrocytic stage. You must know about it because sometimes these terminologies are used even in the SEQs, in the exams, or these terminologies can be used in the MCQs. So you should know what is exoerythrocytic stage and what is erythrocytic stage. And both stages belongs to the schizogony, that is human life cycle. This picture shows the life cycle of the malaria in the human when infected female Anopheles mosquito. It is not necessary that all Anopheles mosquitoes are infected with Plasmodium. मलेरिया इज ओनली कॉज बाय द इन्फेक्टेड फीमेल एनाफिलस मॉस्किटो. ये इसका कोई प्राइमरी रेजिडेंट नहीं है. ये नहीं है कि हर फीमेल एनाफिलस मॉस्किटो के अंदर जो है वो प्लाज्मोडियम होगा. अगर किसी के अंदर है तो सिर्फ वही डिजीज ट्रांसमिट कर सकता है. सो बाइट ऑफ फीमेल इन्फेक्टेड फीमेल एनाफिलस मॉस्किटो transmit merozoites into the blood, and these merozoites goes into the liver and they form a schizont. In the schizonts form a vacuole type thing, and then these merozoites are multiplied. ठीक है, इस schizonts में they are multiplied and again forms thousands of merozoites. When this schizont bursts, then these merozoites are released from these schizont and goes into the blood. In the blood, they affect RBCs. They act on RBCs and again multiply in the RBCs. You have seen here, again multiply in the RBCs and form the merozoites, thousands of merozoites. That is called blood schizont. And then they again rupture and release merozoite into the blood, and that infect the other red blood cells in our body. Few merozoites converted into the gametocytes. Few red blood cells or few merozoites converted into gametocytes, and these gametocytes are again picked up by the female Anopheles mosquito, and then this female Anopheles mosquito can affect or can infect the other individual. This is the common life cycle in the body. Liver schizonts and blood schizonts. The schizonts that is formed in the liver, they are called liver schizonts, and the schizont that is formed in the blood is called blood schizonts. Okay, now some schizonts form the hypnozoites. You have seen here, this is the hypnozoites. Some schizonts will not burst and will not multiply, an organism या merozoites dormant and remains silent in this form, that is known as hypnozoites. This is a silent form of Plasmodium species, especially vivax and ovale, and there is no multiplication like the common schizones, जो कि जिसमें multiply हो रहा है और जो burst हो रहा है और उसमें से merozoites release हो रहा है. So ये क्या है? ये hypnozoite, ये dormant form of Plasmodium species that remains in the liver and can cause relapse. कि जब तक ये साइलेंट रह रहा है, कुछ अर्से के बाद ये दोबारा रिएक्टिव होगा और इसमें मीरोजॉइड्स मल्टीप्लाई होना शुरू हो जाएंगे और वो अगेन बर्स्ट होके और उसके बाद वो डिजीज कॉज करेगा. So we have a specific drug that only act on this stage. We have only one drug, that is primaquine, and primaquine only act on this stage, hypnozoites. ठीक है, so I have given you the question, that is why give the rationale for the use of primaquine in the malaria. So rationale क्या है? Primaquine act on this stage and kill the hypnozoites and prevent the relapse in cases of Plasmodium ovale and Plasmodium vivax. Usually this hypnozoite is not formed with the Plasmodium falciparum and Plasmodium malariae. Both of these species have only single cycle. Once they remove or from the liver, they will not re-enter into the liver. They enter into the blood and again causes fever, and the anti-malarial drug kill this Plasmodium in the erythrocytic stage, okay, in the blood schizones, and these merozoites will not again enter into the liver to form the hypnozoites or tissue schizones. So they have only one cycle, while ovax and vival may have a multiple relapse if it is not treated properly. Clear? Is it clear? So we have two phases of life cycle of malaria, one in the human, one in the mosquito. In the human, we call it schizogony. In the mosquito, we call it sporogony. Schizogony again have two stages, erythrocytic stage and liver stage. Liver stage is also called exoerythrocytic stage or tissue stage. Sometimes it called tissue stage. Okay, and all the events related to schizogony happened in the human. This is again shows the life cycle of malarial parasite. Okay. As I told you that Plasmodium malaria and Plasmodium falciparum have only one cycle of liver invasion. Okay, and there is no chances of relapse. And Plasmodium malaria and Plasmodium falciparum usually causes the tertian malaria. Patient may have a fever every second day, especially with the Plasmodium ovale and Plasmodium falciparum. Okay. But the Plasmodium falciparum malaria is more severe because it can cause complications, and the more deaths is because of Plasmodium falciparum complication. So the malaria that is called by Plasmodium falciparum is called malignant tertian malaria. Okay, then Plasmodium ovale and Plasmodium vivax has a dormant stage, that is hypnozoites. The organism may hide in the liver for the years even, and these hypnozoites may rupture months or years later, causing relapse of the attack. So we have a single drug that prevent these relapse, and if the malaria is caused by Plasmodium ovale and Plasmodium vivax, then we have to use primaquine to prevent the relapse by these parasites. Okay. The most common symptoms of malaria are the fever, commonly fever with chills. ऐसा ही होता है ना, patient may feel cold and sometimes patient having shivering, and after shivering patient may have a high grade temperature. Sometimes patient may have a body and joint pain, loss of appetite. In the chronic phases, patient may have enlarged spleen, patient may have diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. So all are the sign and symptoms of malaria that can be a presentation of the patient. These are the few complications of malaria. As you all know that the malarial parasite attack on the red blood cells. ठीक है, and they causes the rupture of the red blood cell. जब भी merozoite release होंगे, they infect the red blood cell and causes the rupture of the red blood cells. So they may cause severe anemia. They may cause severe anemia, hypotension, or cerebral malaria, especially Plasmodium falciparum malaria can cause cerebral malaria, and this is a very severe condition, and it can be life-threatening. Acute kidney failure because of increased iron or heme production can cause acute kidney failure. So these are the complication of malaria. How you can diagnose the malaria? Initially by taking the history, then quick diagnosis can be made by making the thick and thin film. आप लोगों को पता होगा, आप लोगों ने किया होगा. What is the significance of thick and thin film? What you can identify by the thick and thin film? आप लोगों ने अभी तक किया नहीं है इसको? Okay, I will tell you. You have seen this is a thick and thin film. Thick and thin film. Okay. In thick film, you can identify the presence of Plasmodium. You can, yes, you can identify by the thick film. You can identify the organism. Okay. You can identify the Plasmodium, presence of Plasmodium in the blood. Then in the thin film, you can identify the type of Plasmodium, which Plasmodium is present, like it is a falciparum, ovale, vivax, or it is a malaria. So this is a quick method. A Gemsa stain is used for to make this thick and thin film. Then you can identify the you can diagnose by antigen detection and PCR. What are the things that can be used to prevent malaria? How we can prevent malaria? Full cloths, full sleeves, okay. Insect repellent, okay. Or insecticidal sprays. ठीक है. Okay. Then you can use mosquito nets. You have to cover your body. If you have a plan to travel in the areas having more prevalence of malaria, then you can take the prophylactic drugs. You can take the drugs to prevent malaria, okay, before going or before traveling to that area. And you have to start 1 week before. You have to start 1 week before going to the traveling to that area, and you have to continue it 2 weeks after coming from that area. Okay, so these are the few measures. By this you can prevent yourself from malaria. You can use mosquito net, insect repellent. You have to close the window, especially at the Maghrib time. Clear? And you have to cover your body, etc. Now we come to the classification of anti-malarial drug. Can you tell me what are the other drugs other than chloroquine? We have talked about chloroquine and primacone. What are the other drugs that can be used for the treatment of malaria? Okay, Larab, very good. Mefloquine, very good. Artemisinin, yeah, artemether, okay. Quinine, good. Antifolates, very good. So you have some idea about the drugs. Malarone, good. you have some idea about the drugs that can be used for the treatment of malaria. So this classification is according to the life cycle. Okay, life cycle of malarial parasite. We have only one tissue schizonticide that is known as primacoin. We have one tissue schizonticide or the drug that act on the exoerythrocytic stage or hapnozoids, act on hapnozoids, that is known as primacoin. Then we have blood schizonticides, the drugs that act on the RBCs or okay, outside the liver. These drugs act on the malarial parasite outside the liver. These drugs are the, as I told you, that chloroquine is a drug of choice. Amodiaquine is a derivative of chloroquine. Then quinine and quinidine, mefloquine, sulfadoxine and paramethamine, and this combination is called Fansidar. This combination was very commonly used in the past for the treatment of Plasmodium falciparum malaria, but now there is some resistance against this combination, so it is not commonly used nowadays. Then artemisinin, that is very common therapy or drug that is used all over the world now after chloroquine for the treatment of malaria. Halofantrine and lumefantrine, these drugs are used usually in combination. They are not used alone. Remember, halofantrine and lumefantrine must be used in combination. They are not used alone. While artemisinin or artemisinin based therapies can be, mainly they are used in combination, but they can be used alone. So these are the drugs that is blood schizonticide. We have multiple drugs in this group. So how you can remember this group? I have made some mnemonic for this, or you can give suggestion for the more mnemonics. I have made the QMC has A plus. QMC is a medical name of the medical college. Q for quinine, M for mefloquine, or C for chloroquine. QMC has H for halofantrine, A for artemisinin, और amodiaquine आप sorry artemisinin रख लें या amodiaquine रख लें. S for sulfadoxine and paramethamine plus paramethamine, and then A for again for amodiaquine या artemisinin, आप जिसको भी कर लें. ठीक है. QMC because previously क्या हुआ था कि ग्रेडिंग हो रही थी ना, कि हर मेडिकल कॉलेजेस को ग्रेड्स मिल रहे थे जब PMDC ने विजिट किया था, तो उसकी अकॉर्डिंगली मैंने इसको किया कि QMC has A positive या A plus. So it's on you कि how to you remember. If it is easy for you, this mnemonic is easy for you to remember these classification, then you can remember through this. If you want to make your own mnemonics, then you can make your own. Clear? Is it clear? Okay, so we have a drug, chloroquine, amodiaquine, quinine, mefloquine, sulfadoxine, paramethamine, artemisinin, halofantrine, etc. I did not make the mnemonic include primacoin because it has separate class tissue schizonticides और एक ही drug है. It is not very difficult to remember. ये सारी drugs ज़्यादा हैं तो इसको ज़रा याद करना आपके लिए मुश्किल हो सकता है. Then we have the sporonticides or gametocidal drugs, that is proguanil and paramethamine. Although these drugs can have some gametocidal action, okay? These drugs also have gametocidal action, but these are the specific drugs, proguanil and paramethamine, that are effective against gametocides. And you know, gametocide is the form that is picked up by the female Anopheles mosquito from the infected person. ठीक है, और फिर वो दोबारा दूसरों को infection carry करती है. This slide shows the mechanism, site of action of these drugs. You have seen here drugs effective against exoerythrocytic form, that is primacoin, and primacoin act on the liver cells, on the hypnozoids. ठीक है, यहाँ ये लिखा हुआ there are some controversies. आप लोग ये बात याद रखो कि there are some controversies between different books. कुछ चीजें लिपिनकॉट में डिफरेंट लिखी हुई होती हैं और कैटजंग में डिफरेंट होती हैं. Our textbook is कैटजंग, so we are mainly concerning कैटजंग. जो कैटजंग में चीज होती है वो हम उसको रेफर कर रहे होते हैं. ठीक है, तो थोड़ी बहुत डिफरेंस आ जाता है, इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. क्योंकि यहाँ गैमेटोसाइड में लिखा है प्राइमाकोइन. प्राइमाकोइन ऑल्सो हैव अ गैमेटोसाइडल एक्शन. ठीक है, लेकिन प्राइमाकोइन का जो है वो मेन एक्शन क्या है, दैट इज टू इनहिबिट द हेप्नोजोइड. सो हम उसको ज्यादा कंसीडर करते हैं. Then the drugs that affect the erythrocytic stage you have seen here, these drugs act on the different RBCs, bloods. ठीक है, artemisinin, chloroquine, quinine, mefloquine, and pyrimethamine. Now we will start the chloroquine. As you know, chloroquine is a very famous drug. It was very commonly used in the past for the treatment of all kinds of malaria. Since 1940 से जो है use हो रही है, and very commonly, but previously it shows some resistance. Plasmodium falciparum shows some resistance against this chloroquine drug, and now it is not used against the resistant strains of Plasmodium falciparum. Still, we have some sensitive strains of Plasmodium falciparum, and again, against of that Plasmodium, chloroquine is effective, but against resistant strain it is not effective, and in that case we use other drugs, especially artemisinin based therapies जो use होती हैं. It is, as you know, it is a blood shunt and it has no effect on the liver stage. Chloroquine. Now we come to the mechanism of action. Chloroquine mainly causes the inhibition of the conversion of heme into hemozoin. What will happen when malarial parasite infect and enter into the body? It requires few amino acids or few proteins to survive. Okay, so it act on the hemoglobin and separate the globin from the heme, utilize globin for their purpose, and then heme is released. Heme can be toxic for this organism, malarial parasite. So this malarial parasite is very intelligent. It convert the heme into non-toxic hemozoin. Convert the heme into non-toxic hemozoin by polymerization reaction. Okay, and then this hemozoin is not toxic to the malarial parasite, and malarial parasite, yeah, Plasmodium, divide and continue to affect the host. But chloroquine will inhibit this step. Chloroquine will inhibit this step and inhibit the conversion of heme into hemozoin and causes accumulation of the heme, and this heme is toxic for the parasite, and that causes the lysis of the cell. This is the mechanism of action. ठीक है, कि chloroquine inhibit the conversion of heme into hemozoin. And hemozoin is toxic, remember, and non-toxic, and heme is toxic for malarial parasite. So if heme is not converted into hemozoin, then accumulation of heme can destroy or can kill this Plasmodium and causes the lysis of the cell. Clear? This is another slide. Hemoglobin. ठीक है, globin is released and utilized by malarial parasite, and heme is toxic, so it converted into hemozoin that is non-toxic, and this step is inhibited by these drugs, even chloroquine, quinine, and mefloquine. Okay, you can read this slide. This is again the mechanism of action. Okay, so now we come to the resistance. The cause of the resistance of against the chloroquine is to increase the activity of membrane pump, and this membrane pump prevent the intracellular accumulation of the drug. When the drug is not accumulated inside the cell, then it will not produce its effect, and this is the common cause of resistance against Plasmodium falciparum. Okay, against Plasmodium falciparum, because the resistance gene can form this specific gene. ठीक है, Plasmodium falciparum chloroquine resistant transporter gene, and this gene can ascend the can prevent the accumulation of chloroquine inside the cell and causes resistance. This drug can be used by oral route or can be used by parenteral route. It is well absorbed and rapidly distributed. But remember, calcium and magnesium containing antacids can interfere with the absorption, or calcium containing food. So this should not be taken with milk. Remember, patients को आदत होती है कि ड्रग को जो है वो दूध के साथ लेने की, उनका ख्याल होता है कि दूध के साथ लेने से ज्यादा कोई फायदा होता है. आप जब भी देखोगे तो पेशेंट आपसे पूछते हैं कि जिसको किसके साथ लेना है, जब आप लोग एज ए जीपी अपनी प्रैक्टिस करोगे. So you have to tell the patient that should not be taken with the calcium or magnesium containing antacids or substances. Chloroquine, you have to remember, it has a very large volume of distribution. It has very large volume of distribution. If any drug has a very large volume of distribution, then where it could be distributed? क्योंकि हमारा ब्लड वॉल्यूम आपको पता है 5 लीटर है, ठीक है. तो अगर किसी ड्रग का बहुत ज्यादा वॉल्यूम ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है, इट मींस कि वो कहाँ डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुई हुई है. बट नॉट CSF. CSF की कौन सा कोई बहुत ज्यादा कितनी क्वांटिटी होती है CSF की? इट इज नॉट मोर देन द ब्लड present in our body. Tissues. Any drug which has very large volume of distribution must be distributed in the tissues. ठीक है, because we have very big mass of tissues. So these drugs has very long half-life. That the drug that is distributed in the tissues. So chloroquine has 3 to 5 days half-life, very long half-life. You have to write it down separately. Chemoprophylaxis and treatment. Usually आप लोग शायद समझते हो कि जी treatment of malaria लिख दिया तो उसके बाद prophylaxis लिखना जरूरी नहीं है. This is an other use. This is an other use. Treatment is separate and prophylaxis is separate. So you must write it down both uses. ठीक है? Treatment of malaria, and you must write it down in all malarial against treatment of malaria caused by all malarial parasite except resistant P. falciparum malaria. Against resistant P. falciparum malaria. Similarly, in chemoprophylaxis, it can be used for chemoprophylaxis against all species except resistant Plasmodium falciparum. सिर्फ इस स्ट्रेन के अगेंस्ट जो है वो it will not be used in chemoprophylaxis. It will not be used for the treatment. Otherwise, it can be used against all other species or resistant strain of Plasmodium falciparum. Third and important use is amoebic liver abscess. Amoebic liver abscess. ठीक है, ये आप लोगों ने 3-4 यूज है. आई थिंक इट इज नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू रिमेम्बर. इवन आप ड्यूरिंग लेक्चर या अभी इसको याद कर सकते हो. अमेबिक लीवर एब्सिस में अगर आप एमीबियासिस को याद करो कि इट इज नॉट एवरी केस ऑफ एमीबियासिस इज नॉट रिलेटेड विद एब्सिस. ठीक है, but amoeba or this parasite can enter into the liver and can form abscess. In that case, chloroquine can be used to treat this condition. So it can be used in amoebic liver abscess. Then in rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis, अगर आप लोगों को याद हो, आपने DMARDs जो पढ़े थे, disease modifying anti-rheumatic drugs, उसमें जो है chloroquine is one of them. Chloroquine is also included in the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis. So these are the clinical uses: treatment of malaria, chemoprophylaxis of malaria, and amoebic liver abscess and rheumatoid arthritis. Although it has some other uses as well, but these are the 4 common uses. ठीक है, these are the 4 common uses जिस पे किसी को कोई objection नहीं है, and at least you must write it down these uses. For chemoprophylaxis, 300 milligram or 2 tablets per week should be given. If you want to travel to the endemic area or the area having more prevalence of malaria, then you have to start 1 week before entering that area, and you should continue 2 weeks after leaving that area. on the safe side. ठीक है. Then adverse effect, the adverse list of adverse effect is very important. It can cause allergic reaction, that is pruritus and urticaria. It is used by the oral route. तो मैंने आपसे कहा था, it can cause GI upset, nausea, vomiting, anorexia, abdominal pain, and with almost all antibiotics, it is justified to write it down the GIT adverse effect. Clear? तकरीबन सब ड्रग्स के साथ antibiotics, remember antibiotics के साथ, ठीक है. Then it may cause headache, malaise, blurring of vision, ठीक है. आप ये याद रखो कि जो क्लोरोक्विन है उसके आई पर और उसके एयर पे इवन impaired, it can impaired hearing, ठीक है. although it is very rare but it can affect. तो एडवर्स इफेक्ट क्लोरोक्विन के आप देखोगे तो तकरीबन सारे ही सिस्टम्स पर हैं. अगर आप CNS को देखोगे तो it can cause confusion and psychosis, ठीक है. If you see on the blood, then it can cause hemolysis in the glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficient patient. It can cause agranulocytosis, ठीक है. और अगर आप देखोगे हेयर पे तो it can cause alopecia, आई पे it can cause blurring of vision, GIT पे ये adverse effect है इसके, ठीक है. और आपको मैं हार्ट पर भी इसके दिखाती हूँ, ठीक है. And hypersensitivity reactions are pruritus and urticaria. आई पर it can cause retinopathy and these are the adverse effect. अब अगर हम some adverse effects are common, some are rare, and some adverse effect can occur with very higher doses for long period of time, especially used in rheumatoid arthritis. Because rheumatoid arthritis is autoimmune disease, so in that disease the patient has to take the drug for more longer period of the time, ठीक है, and you required higher doses. So in that condition patient may have face more adverse effect like retinopathy, myopathy, peripheral neuropathy, irreversible ototoxicity. Otherwise normally it can cause impairment in the hearing, but if it is used for higher doses then they may cause irreversible ototoxicity. तो ये चीजें आपने याद रखनी है, ठीक है. क्लियर है? तो आप इसके सिस्टमिक भी कर सकते हो एडवर्स इफेक्ट, और अगर आप प्रायोरिटी वाइज करोगे तो आपको इस तरह से करना है कि अर्टिकेरिया एंड प्रोराइटिस इज कॉमन स्पेशली इन द अफ्रीकन, ठीक है. प्रोराइटिस एंड अर्टिकेरिया इज कॉमन इन स्पेशली इन अफ्रीकन्स. while GI symptoms as like other antibiotics, headache and malaise can occur with most of the drugs. Specific adverse effects are blurring of vision, impaired hearing, hemolysis in G6PD deficiency, psychosis, alopecia, etc. इसके आप अपने जो है वो आप खुद बना सकते हो अगर आप बनाना चाहते हो mnemonics तो, ठीक है. Then the contraindication, it should be contraindicated in psoriasis because it is a blood disorder. Sorry, it is autoimmune disease psoriasis and skin condition है psoriasis जो है वो autoimmune. Then porphyria is a blood disorder, it should be contraindicated in this condition. In hepatic disease, GIT, blood and neurological disorders. ठीक है. Patient may show some sign and symptoms of psychosis depending upon the patient. जरूरी नहीं होता कि हर patients में ये हो. अगर किसी patient में पहले से कोई problem है तो उनमें ये adverse effects ज्यादा हो सकते हैं. And it should be contraindicated in pregnancy. अब pregnancy के बारे में जो है थोड़ा सा controversial है. कुछ जगहों पे लिखा हुआ है कि दे सकते हैं, कुछ पे नहीं लिखा हुआ कि नहीं दे सकते. हर book में ये था कि it is contraindicated. Then we come to the amodiaquine. Amodiaquine, now we quickly go through these drugs. It is like chloroquine, has same mechanism, same adverse effect, but it has more effect against the resistant Plasmodium species. It is more effective against resistant Plasmodium species as compared to chloroquine, but it should not be used for prophylaxis. Prophylactic therapy के लिए use नहीं होती, and usually it is used in combination. ठीक है. Amodiaquine, sulfadoxine and pyrimethamine, ये combinations आपको याद करने होंगे because sometime it can be asked. Artesunate and amodiaquine, these are the two combination in which amodiaquine is present. Then quinine and quinidine. Quinine is used for used for the treatment of fever for centuries, but its use after the introduction of chloroquine was reduced. Why was reduced? Because quinine has more adverse effect than chloroquine. That's why the use of quinine after the introduction of chloroquine was reduced. Otherwise, before that, quinine is the drug for the treatment of malaria. It is derived from the bark of cinchona tree. Quinidine, if you have remembered, that it is used in arrhythmia. It is used in arrhythmia as well. Okay. Quinine is a blood schizonticides, and it is used for uh, resistant and complicated or even non-complicated Plasmodium falciparum malaria. Okay. It can be used in resistant or even sensitive strains of Plasmodium falciparum malaria. जब से ये क्लोरोक्विन का रेजिस्टेंस स्टार्ट हुआ है, उसके बाद क्विनिन अगेन यूज होना शुरू हो गई है. It will also have a gametocidal effects against Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium ovale, but not against Plasmodium falciparum. Exact mechanism is not known, but it inhibits the synthesis of DNA, it blocks the DNA replication and inhibit the transcription of RNA. Okay? So it acts on the nucleus and inhibit the DNA and RNA synthesis, although its exact mechanism is not known. It can be used by oral and parenteral route, well absorbed. Its half-life is 18 hours and it is metabolized in the liver and excreted by the kidney. Quinine, it is used in uncomplicated Plasmodium falciparum malaria that is chloroquine resistant. ठीक है. Uncomplicated means the without complication like cerebral malaria या black water fever या जो भी कोई complication है उसके अलावा simple chloroquine resistant Plasmodium falciparum malaria में quinine can be used. Severe malaria अगर है तो उसमें इंट्रावीनसली देंगे बिकॉज ओरल जो है वो नहीं इफेक्ट करेगी. सो इंट्रावीनस क्विनिडीन कैन बी गिवन, बट यू शुड मॉनिटर द cardiac function. ठीक है. Cardiac function will be monitored because it can cause cardiac defects. Then babesiosis, and this is a disease of the cattle. This is a disease of the cattle, and this disease the organism and it is transmitted by ticks. टिक्स आपने देखे होंगे एनिमल्स पे लगे हुए होते हैं स्मॉल कैट्स पे. तो this is transmitted by the ticks, and in this condition quinine is used in combination with clindamycin, and you all know that arrhythmia में जो है वो quinidine use होती है. But quinine can be used in combination with doxycycline or even clindamycin to reduce the duration of treatment. ठीक है. ड्यूरेशन ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट रिड्यूस होगा तो इसकी टॉक्सिसिटी भी कम होगी बिकॉज क्विनिन हैज अ सिग्निफिकेंट एडवर्स इफेक्ट. If you have seen here synchronism, you must remember. It can be asked in the exam sometime, okay, what is synchronism and which drug can cause synchronism? So synchronism is a group of adverse effect that is caused by quinine. It includes the tinnitus, headache, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, flushing and visual disturbance, etc. Okay, so you should know, all of you should know what is synchronism. Then hypoglycemia, it can reduces the blood glucose level. These are the common adverse effects. More severe adverse effects are they can cause hypersensitivity reaction, they can cause hemolysis in glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency. In anti-malarial most of the anti-malarial drugs can cause hemolysis in this condition. Okay? In patient having glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency. Otherwise, it can cause visual and auditory abnormalities. It can affect the heart and can increase the QT interval. It can cause the black water fever. Black water fever क्या होता है? It is very rare complication, but इसमें क्या होता है कि patient may have a black color urine because of excessive hemolysis of the red blood cells. ठीक है? That is called the black water fever. This is a complication of quinine. So these are the adverse effects. Most commonly synchronism, then hypoglycemia, then hemolysis with 6PD deficiency, hypersensitivity reaction, like chloroquine, it can cause visual and auditory problems, but the chances the adverse effect are more severe. With chloroquine, those are the rare adverse effect, but with this drug, these drugs has more frequency. These adverse effect are more frequent than the chloroquine. This drug should be discontinued if a patient having a sign of synchronism, patient having excessive hemolysis, patient having hypersensitivity. Okay, and it is should be contraindicated if patient already having a visual or auditory problem, or with mefloquine, because mefloquine almost have a same profile, adverse effect profile, so it can cause the more severe adverse effect if it is given with mefloquine. So it should be avoided with visual or auditory problems. ठीक है. Similarly in cardiac abnormalities, क्विनिडीन जो है वो QT इंटरवल को जो है प्रोलॉन्ग करती है. You can see the other. Then we come to the artemisinin. आपने क्लोरोक्विन के बाद जो ड्रग ज्यादा पढ़नी है वो क्विनिन है. ठीक है, स्पेशली उसके एडवर्स इफेक्ट. क्लोरोक्विन को कंप्लीट आपने करना है, देन क्विनिन को आपने करना है. सम टाइम शॉर्ट ऐसे या SEQ या क्या कहते हैं उसको, आपको शॉर्ट नोट आ सकता है इन ड्रग्स पे, आर्टिमेसिनिन पे या किसी और पर, तो यू कैन राइट इट डाउन. द इंफॉर्मेशन इज ऑलमोस्ट सेम इन ऑल ड्रग्स. ये आप लोग देख रहे हो कि इंफॉर्मेशन इज सेम. अगर कोई ब्लड शिजोंटिसाइड है तो इट हैज इफेक्ट अगेंस्ट द ब्लड शिजोंटिसाइड, इट हैज नो इफेक्ट ऑन द लिवर. ये सब में सेम है. ठीक है, मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन आपको देखा था कि सब में क्लोरोक्विन का मेफ्लोक्विन का सेम है. अदरवाइज मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन इज नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, यूजुअली इट इज नॉट आस्क्ड. अगर कोई बिल्कुल, अगर आपको सिर्फ एंटी मलेरियल के टेस्ट में इस टॉपिक का ही सिर्फ टेस्ट देना है तो इट मे बी आस्क्ड, अदरवाइज एग्जाम में जो है इट इज लेस लाइकली. ठीक है, ऑल्दो मेनली डिपेंडेंट ऑन द एग्जामिनर, लेकिन ज्यादातर एग्जामिनर्स जो होते हैं वो इन स्मॉल चीजों को नहीं देते हैं और कोशिश करते हैं कि जो इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है उसी को कंसीडर करें. सो artemisinin has 3 drugs: artemether, arsinoate and dihydro artemisinin, and they have same information like the other drugs. ठीक है, monotherapy usually is not giving, but in severe cases or even in the pregnancy, artesunate IV can be given. You will see in the last. ठीक है, this is a drug of choice for complicated and uncomplicated malaria. दोनों condition में दे सकते हैं. Normal malaria में you can give by the oral route, and in complicated में by parenteral route. But this drug is not used for chemoprophylaxis. ये आप differentiating points आप सिर्फ याद रख लो कि chloroquine can be given in chemoprophylaxis, mefloquine can be given in chemoprophylaxis, but this drug is not used. Artemisinin हो गया, halofantrine हो गया, these drugs are not used for chemoprophylaxis. It can mainly causes the GI adverse effect. ये आप देख रहे हो, GI adverse effect है mainly, और rarely it can cause neutropenia, anemia, elevated liver enzyme, allergic reaction, and delayed hemolysis. These are the rare adverse effect. Commonly, it has only GIT adverse effect. Okay, सिर्फ GIT adverse effect है इसके में. ये टेबल्स आपने जरूर याद रखने हैं, स्पेशली ये ड्रग्स याद रखने हैं, ये कॉम्बिनेशन आपने याद रखने हैं. ठीक है, you can take the pic of this slide. ठीक है, और आप बुक में से भी देख सकते हो. सो आप देख रहे हो कि आर्टीमेथर एंड ल्यूमीफेंट्रिन. अच्छा, एक और सवाल हम इससे मुतालिक पूछते हैं कि विच ड्रग इज यूज. आप सारी बता देते हो क्लासिफिकेशन, अगर वाइवा में भी पूछा जा रहा होता है. अगर आपसे पूछा है प्रैक्टिकली पाकिस्तान में कौन सी ड्रग यूज हो रही है एंटी मलेरियल, तो आपको नहीं पता होता. 99% स्टूडेंट्स को नहीं पता होता कि कौन सी एंटी मलेरियल यूज हो रही है फ्रॉम दिस लॉन्ग लिस्ट. सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर कि हमारी कंट्री में जो ड्रग्स फर्स्ट लाइन आजकल यूज हो रही है, दैट इज आर्टीमीथर एंड ल्यूमीफेंट्रिन. ठीक है, विद द नेम ऑफ क्वार्टम, आर्टम प्लस, इस टाइप के इसके जो है वो ब्रांड नेम है. ठीक है, उसमें है क्या कॉम्बिनेशन, आर्टीमीथर एंड ल्यूमीफेंट्रिन, आर्टीमीथर एंड ल्यूमीफेंट्रिन. तो अगर एग्जामिनर आपसे पूछता है तो ये कॉमन मिस्टेक है जो आप सब लोग करते हो. क्लियर है. सेकेंड जो है वो आर्टिसुनेट एंड अमोडियाक्विन, another combination. then artesunate and mefloquine, dihydroartemisinin and piperacillin, then artesunate, sulfadoxine, and pyrimethamine. These are the 4 combinations that can be used in against the Plasmodium falciparum malaria, and it is recommended by WHO. The difference is in the some combinations are effective in our countries, some combinations are effective in the African countries or in the other countries. So different जगहों पर different combinations use हो रहे हैं, ठीक है? So you have to remember these combinations. WHO recommended anti-malarial drug in pregnancy, quinine plus clindamycin. It is recommended in the first trimester. Then artemisinin-based combination therapy for the treatment of second uncomplicated Plasmodium falciparum malaria, second and third trimester, or IV artesunate. As I told you, most commonly RT method based therapies are not used single in the treatment, but here in the severe cases, especially in the pregnancy, it can be used alone. IV artesunate can be used in severe malaria in all trimesters during pregnancy. Okay? So artemisinin based therapy are used in second and third trimesters, or even can be used in first trimester, as it is written here. And quinine plus clindamycin, this combination is recommended in first trimester. Lumefantrine, Lumefantrine belongs to the halofantrine. Both are same, halofantrine and lumefantrine. It is used in combination. It is not used in alone, and it is a blood schizonticiide. It has no effect on the exoerythrocytic stage. The common adverse effects are same, like artemisinin, GI disturbance है, headache है, dizziness है, ठीक है, rash and pruritus. So it has very less adverse effect. And it is not used for chemoprophylaxis. ये भी आपने याद रखना है. Then tissue schizonticiide, it is primacoin. Primacoin जो है, it is used for eradication of hypnozoitic stage of P. vivax and P. ovale. It should be given for 14 days. It should be given for 14 days. और पहले आपने क्लोरोक्विन या जो भी आपने ड्रग यूज करनी है एक्सोएरिथ्रोसाइटिक स्टेज के साथ, वो यूज करके उसके आफ्टर 1 वीक के बाद आपने ये ड्रग स्टार्ट करनी है फॉर 14 days. एंड यू मस्ट कंसीडर द लेवल ऑफ दिस ग्लूकोज 6 फॉस्फेट डिहाइड्रोजिनेज डेफिशिएंसी लेवल ऑफ द पेशेंट. उसके बाद आपने इसको यूज करवाना है, बिकॉज इट कैन कॉजेज सीवियर हेमोलिसिस इफ द पेशेंट हैविंग अ डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ दिस एंजाइम. ठीक है? सो यू मस्ट check the status of GDP status of the patient before starting the treatment. So it is used for radical cure of Plasmodium vivax and ovale after standard therapy. Chemoprophylaxis के लिए भी ये use हो सकती है. Then it has a gametocidal action. It is also effective against Pneumocystis jirovecii. ठीक है? Clindamycin and primacoin combination is used against this organism. इसके एडवर्स इफेक्ट्स क्या हैं? GIT एडवर्स इफेक्ट है मेनली. देन इंपॉर्टेंट एडवर्स इफेक्ट इज AMACHAR. ये क्या बनाया बेटा आपने कायनात? इट इज अ निमोनिक फॉर नेफ्लोक्विन, एंटी मलेरियल के लिए. चलें आप ये लोग देख लें, आप लोग देख लें अगर आपको जो भी मुनासिब लगता है. ठीक है? सो it may cause hemolysis in a patient having glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency. So commonly it causes GIT adverse effect and on blood. ठीक है? Especially in deficient patient, this enzyme deficiency. Rarely it can cause leukopenia and agranulocytosis and arrhythmia. मैं आपको quickly अब दिखा रही हूँ. It should be contraindicated अगर पेशेंट को पहले से प्रॉब्लम है, मीथ्मोग्लोबिनीमिया है, ग्रेनुलोसाइटोपिनिया है. ठीक है? ये ड्रग्स अब आप लोग खुद देखिएगा. आई वांट टू शो यू drugs, this table. These are the drugs that are used for the prevention of malaria in travelers, or we can say these drugs can be used for chemoprophylaxis. ठीक है? The doses are written here. These are the doses and the drug and areas where these drugs are sensitive. ठीक है? Chloroquine, Malarone, Mefloquine, doxycycline and primaquine. These are the drugs that can be used for chemoprophylaxis. ठीक है? This is a table from Big Catson. ठीक है? 52 is a chapter, 52 is a chapter, and 2 is a table, number of table. ठीक है? You have seen this table. ठीक है? इसमें first line therapy and alternate drugs are written for different types of malaria. ठीक है? आप you can read it. Especially आप लोग उसको पढ़ जरूर लेना. अगर याद कर सकते हो तो it's very good for your clinical practice as a GP or for examination point of view. In both conditions, it will be beneficial for you to remember this table. This is all about anti-malarial drugs. If you have any question, you can ask. I know this is a boring topic and we have lots of drugs, but we have to learn this chapter. Okay. Next, on Monday, we will discuss anti-amoebic drugs, and again, we repeat this topic briefly. ठीक है? आप लोग मुझे बताओगे मंडे को कि क्या कौन सी ड्रग्स थी और उनका क्या क्या चीजें. Clear? Okay. Thank you.